Ladies and gentlemen of the Jungle Squad, we're gonna do a very unique YouTube video where my editor has asked y'all, the Jungle Squad, which weapons have been unbelievably broken at different eras in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2's life. And then we're going to take these weapons at their most broken time ever and rank them between so good it was like cheating and not even really that meta. It's only D2. It's only D2. It's not D1. It's only D2. What the fuck is this? We're starting with this because I don't even know what it is. Is this Mindbenders? What is that? That's Mindbenders. It was good. It was never like the most insane stuff ever. This one's going into just very good. Like I could even put it in not even that meta. It was just like, I was fine. Jotun shouldn't even be on here, dude. This is a troll. Chat, Jotun was never really that good. It's so good. Has it ever been buffed or nerfed? Has it ever really changed? It's good. It's never been amazing. I don't really feel like it's ever had a huge buff or nerf. I'm putting it in not even meta. It's going all the way down the bottom, dude. It works, but it's never had like, this is all about an era where things were just completely broken. And people in chat are saying the tracking was nerfed, but it was never so busted that everyone was using it. That never happened. So we're putting it at the bottom. I kind of feel similarly for Thorn. Thorn's better than Jotun, but there's never really been an era where Thorn has been like beyond belief so stupidly strong that it's like driving everybody insane and ruining Crucible. Broken enough for a YouTube title. There were times where it was, and it still is really good, but it's never been like out of this world busted. I could even throw it here, but we're gonna move it to just like, it's good enough to bait out with a YouTube title because it got nerfed at the beginning of this season. They gave us the catalyst, they made it insane, and it got nerfed after that. All right. We're going next with Arbalest. There was a linear fusion couple of seasons where linear fusions were completely freaking problematic. This one is going in one of the top two. For those who think it's on this tier or below, you don't remember what the two seasons were like with linear fusions. This one's going in broken because they were. You couldn't flinch them. If you were using a Lorenz, or I'm just gonna throw Lorenz in the same spot. If you were using a Lorenz or an Arbalest, because they happened at the same time, they were so broken. They both, in my opinion, were very much the same weapon. They were both so broken. You could not flinch them. If someone was using one, you couldn't challenge them, because if you challenged them, you died. Also, this is right when Zims and Cronuses really started to become popular. So the two things together were just a disaster. They're both going and broken. They're both the same-ish weapon. Lorenz had that bonus though of like, you would pull people when they first came out, you would pull people together and they'd explode. So Lorenz like could have a chance of going into the cheating category realistically. That thing got nerfed pretty quick and we're just gonna keep it in broken. How about a little, I remember the perk that was on this thing, Desperado, back when it was the only weapon with Desperado. What is this called again? I'm gonna drink some water while you remind me of this thing. This is called Redrick's Claymore. Redrick's, great. Desperado, great. It also came in an era where there just weren't that many great weapons. Broken enough for a YouTube title, sure. It was very, very good, but it was better than just very good. It's got to go above that. So we're throwing that in the middle category. Right on there with Thorn. All right, Recluse, Mountaintop. This era was, this was an era for sure. When it was at its most powerful in PvP, and we're just doing PvP. We're not bringing these into PvE. We're just doing PvP. Recluse was insane. I don't think it was cheating. There's gonna be some that get in there. I don't think it was quite cheating, but it was absolutely nuts. I'm gonna throw the Recluse in broken because of how strong this thing was. It felt like it kind of broke Crucible. And Mountaintop is going in the exact same place. Some people in chat are telling me that Mountaintop should be cheating. Mountaintop wasn't that great. I mean, it was great and it was a little bit broken, but it wasn't like cheating. It was kind of niche. It was just annoying. It was like a little rocket launcher. Realistically, I'm putting Mountaintop and Recluse together as broken. The combination was really strong because you could get a kill with Mountaintop and swap to Recluse and the Master of Arms perk would proc. And together it was really annoying and really broken. And maybe as a combo, you could even put it as cheating, but we're saving this top category, dude. We're saving it. Well, I see one thing I'm gonna put there. No, I got at least two. Stay tuned. We'll find out. Main ingredient was disgusting at its best. This broken category is going to be too full, dude. I don't think fusion should have ever been as strong as the main ingredient felt. Kind of like how what was the Void one back before Trials came out, back in the comp days? There was a Void fusion that I might have put as cheating, dude. Erentil, yeah. I think I would have put Erentil in cheating. Erentil was so stupid. I hated comp all because of Erentil, but Erentil's not in here. Last word. Nah, man, it's not even good. People who use last word are dumb. Last word's terrible, always has been, never, always will be. Nobody should try it. Agreed? Yeah, dude. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. All right, we got a little Wish Ender action. Wish Ender is in the same category, in my opinion, is like more annoying than it was broken. It's so annoying. People seeing through walls and dealing so much damage to you when you can't even like know where they're gonna be peeking from and they can watch you through the wall. It was broken, for sure. I'm glad it got nerfed. So at the very least, it's going in this category. But I kind of want to be honest with you, dude. Seeing people through freaking walls and knowing exactly when they're going to challenge before they're challenging, that's the same shit that cheaters do. And I'm throwing it in the cheaters. It's literal wall hacks, dude. At its best, literal wall hacks with constant damage glitching too, where you would hit somebody for damage and then the explosive round that takes place after would do enough to kill someone for no freaking reason. You would get one tapped by somebody who could see you through walls. They had infinite ammo. Everything about this thing is stupid, and I'm glad it got nerfed. All right, mountaintop. What is this? I mean, the mountaintop, fighting lion. What is this? Why is this on the list? It wasn't even very good. This has never been very good. There are specific people who are so good with this thing, you could throw it up to broken. But the vast majority of people using fighting lion have no freaking clue what they're doing. This thing's going down here. Some people go crazy with this thing, but there aren't enough people that go crazy with this thing for this to go anywhere above. Next weapon. Need I say anything else? Does anybody remember the Prometheus lens weekend back like 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago, laser tag weekend? This weekend, you would insta-kill people. Okay, hold on. Emit, it's going up here too. When it was its strongest, does anybody remember the crafting? Remember what people were doing with Emit? Back in last summer? Both of these things are going in cheating because they both were basically as strong as a cheater's weapon. Anyway, Lord of Wolves. Ooh, God, that might have to go into cheating also. Do y'all remember how good Lord of Wolves was with the Renewal Grasp build? I think I'm throwing this in cheating too. This thing during the meta where people were using Renewal's Grasp, holy crap, it was horrible. The fizzle was dropping like 6.0s. Like it was actually so annoyingly busted how strong it was. On the Oculus, Renewal Grasp, Lord of Wolves, you match stack teams of Invis with Lord of Wolves or stack teams of Renewal Grasp with Lord of Wolves. Ugh. You'd also put an Empowering Rift down and map people with it. I don't remember that. Either way, Lord of Wolves, cheating category for sure. Le Monarch, broken. It was never cheating. One of those weapons that was just annoying as fuck, but not cheating. Similar to this weapon, the Wish Ender, except you couldn't see through walls. The damage was, everything about it was annoying. Super annoying. Hate Le Monarch. It was broken. It was problematic. It took you out of the fight for way too long. Biggest downside to it was that you got hit by it and you just had to wait forever to get back into a fight. And it was so easy to get hit by it. Not Forgotten, dude. This thing's time to kill was ridiculous. And you could only get it for going to 5,500 in comp, which a lot of people couldn't do. So not only was this weapon's time to kill just out of this world too strong and its range was great, but only people who are really good at Crucible could get it, which makes it even more broken. If it was a weapon everybody could get, then it's a fair fight, but this was just unfair. The best players were getting the best weapon and just demolishing Crucible with it. We're throwing Not Forgotten at the top. It was like cheating, dude. The best players got the best gun, and then the worst players had the worst guns, and you just couldn't stop them. You could like 2-tap people with it, a 180 2-tapping. Like, are you kidding me? Chat, what is this? What is this weapon? This might be Steady Hand. Steady Hand's going in just very good. It was never busted. Back in the Stasis meta, I used this weapon a lot. I got over 10,000 kills with it. It was really good because it was a 120. It had Swashbuckler, the role I had. The reason that was important is shurikens. So what I would do is I would get kills with shurikens, or I would freeze people and get the Hedron's bonus or whatever, and then I could 2-tap with this weapon. So I was doing a lot of really interesting stasis stuff and 2-tapping people with this weapon, which made it very good, but it was never really broken. Telesto. Was there ever a meta where Telesto was a problem? Telesto's always been broken for the game, so we're gonna throw it at least in this category for now, because it's always broken for a YouTube title. It's permanently broken for YouTube titles. There was a time where it was giving instant supers. Oh yeah, there was a time where you could shoot the orbs and get supers. Oh yeah, you could shoot the orbs and get supers and it would one-shot, okay. There's probably been like 15 times where it was like cheating. The problem with this video is we're doing like when it was at its best ever, and Telesto has been so broken so many times that probably it should be in the cheating category, because there were times where you could get instant supers with your Telesto. That's like cheating. I think realistically with how it plays normally, it should be here. But if you consider like how each time it breaks in a way that feels like you're cheating using it, it should be up here. All right, we're going with Suros. I'm going here. I don't even think there was a time where Suros was that broken. Some of you might be thinking the auto rifle meta, like Suros was too strong. Think about this, dude. Broken enough for YouTube title is still above very good. It was better than just very good at its best. It was definitely broken enough to put a YouTube title about it. It's a good weapon. It's still strong. It's still very strong right now. But I don't think it was ever in Destiny 2 a weapon that was like so busted everybody needed to use it or talk about it. So we're going with it's good enough for a YouTube title. It's broken-ish, but not quite enough. Having Suros in there and not last word is crazy. Okay, I'll move last word to where it should be. I was trolling. It's been broken before. I know. Last word's been broken before. When it first came out, it didn't work on controller. I don't know if people remember that. When it first got released in the D2, last word was an M&K weapon, and it was really good. You could like aim down sights and do some crazy stuff with it. And even on controller when Trials first came out, it was probably pretty broken. It's been nerfed and buffed a freaking 100 times. It's currently strong in the right hands and not even meta in the wrong hands. At times, it's been broken. I'll give you that. Immortal. This one's tough because it's not necessarily Immortal that was cheating or broken. It was Peacekeepers plus target lock. Unending Tempest and Immortal are the same concept. They are cheating broken. They're in that category when you combine them with Peacekeepers before nerf and target lock before nerf. However, the base weapons themselves, I don't think were ever enough to really be in the top 2. So plot twist, I'm throwing it in the middle. And I'm also putting Spare Rations there. Spare Rations was like a super popular hand cannon when it was its best, but it was never like a cheating broken weapon. Still Stranger's favorite hand cannon, still a lot of people's favorite hand cannon, but it was never game breaking. So you can't put it here or above. Fell Winters, y'all might need to help me with this one. Was it ever really that busted? Best shotgun ever when it dropped in D1. It was completely, I would say it was this in D1, dude. This thing did with the shot package some unbelievable mapping, but that was D1. That was D1. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm seeing a lot of people putting it in broken, people putting it in broken enough for YouTube title. I'm throwing it with my steady hands because this was the combo I used during the stasis era, and neither of them stood out over the other. They were so similar. So steady hand, Fell Winters, very good weapons, but never too broken. Bringing me to Vex Mythoclast. D1, unfreaking believable. But again, we're talking about D2. And here's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna surprise some of y'all because I'm seeing some people saying it's broken and stuff. This weapon, when you got it, was good, but it wasn't even that good. I don't remember ever there being a time in D2 where Vex was meta. It never was the meta, I don't think. Maybe week 1 or 2 when it first dropped and then they nerfed it right away. This is tough because it's all about trying to choose it at its best. At its very best, I think the first 2 weeks it existed, it was really kind of busted. But then they fixed it, and ever since, I would say it fits here. Like ever since, I don't really think it's ever been meta. It's been good, but it's never even been very good. It's just been, yeah. My memory tells me that when it first dropped, it was actually a little bit of a problem, and then they had to nerf it pretty quickly. So it was broken enough for a YouTube title the first 2 weeks, but it was never like actually fully broken or cheating. All right, Revoker. Chat is telling me cheating. I have a disagreement here. I need to hear chat's opinion as to why this is like cheating. You got to argue this for me. Everyone's saying cheating. Remind me. Free ammo for doing wrong things. So you miss a shot, you get your ammo back. So it's cheating. Couldn't count shots in Trials. Didn't know when people were out of sniper. It's cheating. Okay. You are making a good argument. For a similar reason that we said Wish Ender's cheating for being able to see through walls, this thing gave you ammo when it shouldn't have, which in its own way is like kind of like cheating, right? It was also a really easy headshot. There was a lot of aim assist and just it felt really forgiving. I remember that. All right, you know what? I agree. We're throwing it in cheating. It felt like you were cheating when you had this weapon. I agree, Chad. The final weapon. We've got 7 cheats, 7 brokens, 5 broken enough for YouTube, 3 just very goods, and 2 not even meta. Dead Messenger, at its best, was definitely good. It was annoying. It fits into the same column as a lot of other ones, which is like annoying, right? Lay Monarch was annoying, but it was also kind of broken. Mountaintop was annoying, but it was also kind of broken. I don't think this was ever kind of broken. I don't even think it was broken enough for YouTube video. I think it's got to fall into one of these, dude. It was very good. Yeah, it was, but was it meta? It might not even ever been meta. I want to put it in the middle of this, realistically. But to balance out this thing, I'm throwing it not even meta. It was never meta. There was never a time where it was like, oh my God, all the sweats are using Dead Messenger. That never happened. There were times where you would have people using it with Peacekeeper. They would shoot at the ground, swap to their SMG and burn you with Immortal or something. It was niche and it was never close, in my opinion, to even being a meta. Friends, this was us breaking down some of the most broken Destiny 2 weapons in history. There were definitely some weapons left off this list, but overall a pretty good mix of exotics, a pretty good mix of legendaries, and a pretty good balance of weapons that were cheating, broken enough for YouTube, just very good or not even meta. Thank you for watching our random little tier list. We're getting creative with YouTube because, well, Trials was randomly taken away from us this weekend. That is the weapon YouTube video. Those are my thoughts. Let me know in chat what you disagree with. Let me know in chat Let me know in the YouTube comments, and thanks for watching.